because the amp sounds better. Marshalls are supposed to be run at 8 ohms. Not many people know that, but you know, mostly the metal guys, especially when they're young, and they play a Marshall cabinet through a Marshall amp through a 16 ohm cabinet, and they wonder why it sounds thin. That's why, because Marshalls running at 16 ohms sound horribly thin. You know, that it's it's bad for the transformer. It's not the right transformer. Marshalls sound much bigger and thicker and fatter when they run at 8 ohms. So because these cabinets are 16 ohm cabinets, I need to use 2 of them to get the amp to run at 8 ohms. But I don't need so much guitar off the stage, so I just usually turn one of them around backwards so it doesn't bother the sound man. I've got the RC Booster, which is my signature RC Booster, which is I probably use that pedal 70 or 80% of the night. That's my main pedal. And then if I want a little more high gain, then I use a Maxon SD9. And I also use the EWS subtle volume control. It's my design, you know, though it's not much of a design. It's a potentiometer in a box. You don't have to know much about electronics to design something like that. But, you know, Xotic thought it would be a good idea if it was out in the public, and actually it's become pretty popular. A lot of people have realized that it's more musical to control your volume with the knob on the floor than it is with the pedal. You know, I still use a pedal for fast volume sweeps, but the EWS, you can change your volume without it being so obvious to the audience. You know, it's a more subtle way to control your volume. So yeah, I'm happy that a lot of people have liked it. Jennifer Batten started using one, and quite a few people that are out there and, you know, playing for big audiences, they seem to like it. And yeah, and also I guess I'm using some signature cable from Xotic. No, but I think he's playing a.
Yeah,
yeah, you're playing
my Xotic bass always. You know, the white one, and I actually just switched the pickups out in it to the Xotic pickups. So it came with Lindley Fralins in it, but then I switched to the Xotics because I had a Hero build me another bass. You know, because I needed one for down a half step for this gig, because Scott plays everything tuned down a half step. And the other bass he built me sounded so, I really liked the sound of it better, and the Xotic pickups were a big part of that. It's just a little bit fatter than the Fralins to me. And I'm using that and the X Blender with my Mooger Fooger blended into it, you know, the low pass filter. And God bless the man who designed that pedal, because if not, I couldn't use that great filter. When? Just a couple weeks ago, right before this tour. Because like I said, I got this other bass from Hero, and when I would A-B the two, you know, trying to figure out which one I liked the best, of course, the new one with the Xotic pickups I liked better. And so I thought, well, let's try putting those pickups in this bass and see if it helps out. Now they're much closer in sound. You know, it's just a little clearer, like less bright, but clearer and a little fatter sound. So yeah, I mean, well, I had been playing the white one, which is Alder Rosewood, for the last year and a half or so. But, you know, the new one that I have is natural color, and it's ash and maple, which is more my normal sound. But I know, you know, in Scott's band, I play a little more back pickup sound, so sometimes a little bit darker, a little warmer sound. I was liking the white bass tuned down a half step a little bit better for this gig. So yeah, you know, but the other one's new, and I'll actually be playing it back here in April. So I come back with my dad's band, and that'll be the bass that I'm playing tuned in standard tuning most of the time now.